course she recovered from it. I just drop kicked you off the side of the frickin' over the ledge. And you managed to teleport back, but you were not quick enough to recover.
This is how the worst day of my life began. A masked man closing in on Dunwall Tower. Now it's happening again. Another Empress falls, another story ends. Last time it almost ruined the Empire. Will I do any better? Delilah outfoxed me and I never saw it coming. But I was Corvo before I was the Royal Protector. Before I owned a sword, I fought with sticks and broken glass, whatever came to hand. I don't know what grand scheme you've got underway, Delilah, but I'll give all I've got to stop you.
Yep. All I've got. A single ounce of energy or remorse or mercy will stand between me and you. Welcome back to Dishonored 2. What was most likely the final episode. I think. Pretty sure.
Remarkable what Delilah's accomplished. Coming from such a background, taking the throne.
Fair enough.
Now that we're here, I suppose you know where to go and what to do. You've killed a legion. So what's one more?
Fair enough.
One more, or 1,000 more. Delilah deserves what she's about to get.
At my age, I've come to distrust words like deserve. As I've told you, I knew her long ago. Badly wounded, deep at her center, but cunning, and looking for a way to pull herself up. Perhaps more than anything, Delilah had a talent for imagining the world as a better place. If only that could have been channeled towards something less twisted.
Too late for regrets.
Everyone feels some regret, atop a long line. Mine is now chiefly that I'm out of time. Take care of yourself.
Goodbye, Anton.
Huh. You're making me question myself. I mean, not
Megan is
enough.
waiting for you on the deck outside. She seemed cagey earlier, even more than usual.
I mean, we have done quite a bit to change the world and her. But you're making me question myself, dude. Come on. Just let me kill Delilah and have this be done.
I'm still aboard this creaking thing that Megan calls a boat. Anton Sokolov, once the designer of mighty ships, thrown against the malevolent ocean and large enough to heave the great leviathans aboard, thrashing and spilling their life's blood across the decks. Majestic ships, swift with luxurious cabins, fit for an empress. Where are those vessels now? They're far too important to carry an old man like me. I've been abandoned by my own creations. But maybe that's the way it should be. Haven't I been cruel, selfish? Perhaps I should be forgotten, consigned to the junk heap. Maybe I should die at last. And there's a chance I will on this final escapade. To Dunwall, then. We'll see what's left of me.
Huh. You have a very interesting look on life, don't you? Huh.
There you are. I wanted a chance to talk.
Okay. Where the hell are you? What is this room? Why is there bone charms?
I made a vow I wouldn't come back here. And that's twice I've broken it for you.
Okay.
Megan, I'm taking the skiff. I want to go to Dunwall Tower alone.
All right. Do you know how you're going to kill Delilah? If you leave her
Probably.
alive, she'll come for you sooner or later.
I'll do whatever it takes to end her and get Emily back.
Just make sure you don't hesitate. Delilah's dangerous.
You don't have to worry about that.
I never noticed this room down here. What the hell is it? Whoa. Down? Billy Lurk, enemy of city of Dunwall. Endowed, enemy of the city of Dunwall. What? What day is it? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know what will happen. No one can, but I have a feeling that we will all be dead soon. Huh. Everyone dies just like my sweet dairy. Twitching in the mud, but I think death is very close now. The air feels strange. The wind is coming from the west. I saw a dead gull floating in some foam. Don't go off to Dunwall, Belly. That's what I'm reading from all the signs. I could run, finally try and find him at long last, the old knife himself. They could rent another boat. They don't need me, not really. So I could run. I should run. Haven't I yet earned more than my share of blood? So why am I still here? What?
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter,
Dowd?
who will one day rule the Empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
So you were meant... Holy shit, the outsider placed the contract on Jasmine. Because the bastard knew of Delilah. Knew what she was planning. Knew what she would become in some way or another. Oh my fucking god, we've been his puppets. The outsider wanted Jasmine dead so Emily could take the throne. So she could be taken. So Corvo would go and find a way to kill Delilah. Emily or Corvo, because their mother at that point wouldn't have been anywhere near capable of doing what Corvo could have. He had to make sure. Oh my fucking... And she's gone. The hell did she go?
If old Samuel could see me now.
Oh, that pissed me off. I did not know that. I know a lot about the lore of the game. I know a lot of these things. But I did not know that. I didn't know that we were playing into the outsider's hand. He may not have known it was Delilah, but he knew it was someone powerful, someone who would come for the crown of Dunwall, someone who would take it, someone who would use it, and he needed someone like Corvo. Someone powerful, someone angry, to go and do what he... I want to leave Delilah alive, just for that. Just for that insubordination against us. There's our home, taken and defiled.
Take me to Dunwall Tower. Bring me back to the cage of my own chest.
Oh, I will. Delilah will be made mortal again.
You let Emily's mother slip into oblivion. Do you know where my mother's resting? In a child's coffin, her skinny legs tucked beneath her, because I couldn't afford a proper burial, while my father rests in the Imperial crypt.
You're lying.
You still can't accept it. You were sent to Dunwall as a gift, like a box of candies, because that's all you were worth. I inhabit your lover's heart, and my body sleeps in your bastard daughter's bed.
If I learned anything in Karnaca, it's that you only deserve to keep your throne if you're ready to roll out a red carpet of blood before it. We'll be face to face soon, and I'll end you, Delilah.
I'll end you. And all who stand between me and you. I'm done being nice. I'm done being at others' whims. It's time for the blood to flow through the streets. Assuming this place fallen into complete chaos. Holy shit. What the hell has happened? Hello,
Protector, you're alive. It's been almost 2 months, hasn't it?
Apparently so. I didn't realize it took that long to travel.
I went back home to Serkonos to strike against those supporting Delilah, the architects of the coup against Emily.
And were you successful? Things are a mess here.
I know how to beat Delilah now. I'm going to topple her and find a way to help my daughter retake her throne.
That's the best news I've heard in a long while. You'll have my support. Whatever you need, just ask.
Once it's safe, just tell the public what happened. If I come out on top, I'll invite you to Dunwall Tower to conduct an interview.
Be an embarrassing way to end your story. Royal Protector fell to his death. Just mere feet away from the palace and Delilah. Wow, that'd be such a terrible way to die.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, come on, really, witches?
I bet you've been living a soft life.
Oh, of course she recovered from it. I just drop kicked you off the side of the frickin' over the ledge. And you managed to teleport back, but you were not quick enough to recover. Before I stabbed you in the back. Now, where are those? Ah, here you are. There you are. What do you have to say about all this? Besides being the puppet master and all.
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Delilah's been waiting for you with murder in her heart, but also fear. She tore her spirit apart to avoid the sting of death, and now her nightmare is coming for her. And it's you. Moving through Karnaca, you left a trail of corpses at your back. But in Dunwall, Delilah has amassed her own pile of bodies. All hail the victor, assuming there's anyone left to celebrate.
Do you have to be so cruel? I get it. I maybe maybe have been a bit bloodier than needed. I get that, but you must you be such a prick? Honestly. This is the only thing I'd maybe use. I really don't need much more than that. I don't care to hide the corpses that I drop. It's gonna take an entire army's worth of gold to rebuild Dunwall. Can't 100% blame Delilah. With every body we dropped, her fear grew greater, which meant that she allowed worse and worse things to happen here in hopes that maybe we, I don't know, maybe we wouldn't come from her. Maybe we would think it not necessary to come after her. It's the corpses I dropped originally. Actually, no, I didn't. Did I kill them? No, I did not kill that many people. Jesus. And they call me a monster. Dunwall Tower. Let's see how the Empress lives. City Watch checkpoint. Holy crap, the corpses. Holy crap, the corpses. I did not do this. You cannot blame me for this. Not one bit.
You, come talk to me.
Oh,
Look
you?
at all this. It tells a story, but there's more.
Okay, hold on. What do you have to say?
I saw the High Overseer fall. All is lost. Leave this place.
The Abbey assaulted the tower.
Somehow we were overcome. Not just Delilah's sorcerers and their gravehounds, but mechanical men. Automated soldiers. The ancient music was useless against them.
Rest now. But know that I'm going to end Delilah's reign. I swear it.
At death's door, I smell the corruption of the void upon you. A heretic against a heretic. Laughable. The world is doomed.
Good for you. Who's this? Brother Fizz, I bid you courage in your expedition to the heart of corruption, the one sighing Dunwall Tower. Know that beyond Delilah's occultish heresy, she is full of guile. Be wary, storm the tower and protect High Overseer Call with your life, for he will lead us back to the righteous path. Be there any other thing? For years, rumors have circulated regarding the Werewolf Protector. If victory is secured and you manage to find yourself in his quarters alone, we want you to search for signs of blasphemy. Report back only to me. Huh. Yeah, here's the problem. We didn't really deal with the outsider after we left. After we left all that behind. Holy crap. Okay, I killed a few people. If I'm being honest, yes, I killed a few people. But this is nowhere near what I did. She killed like 10 people for every one I dropped. Half the time the deaths weren't even purposeful. I mean, I didn't take the effort to be cautious about them, but still, I did not do this. She just went psycho. Probably especially after she discovered we had her soul back. The one thing she truly feared, but fuck. There we go. I expected a fight, but I don't know. I remember playing as Emily on Low Chaos. There was a lot more people than this. I expect a lot more danger. This is, I mean, annoying, to be sure, but danger is not how I would describe it. Still don't blame myself for this. Oh, crap. I mean, this is not my fault. They assaulted Dunwall Tower. What could they have
This is
expected?
Delilah's doing.
Uh-huh. She was not happy.
6 hands sift and 6 hands blend. Make the pigments block the wind. Fingers stained through conjure rainbows for her brush. Four hands sift and four hands blend. Mixed pigments block the wind. What?
I love how they didn't notice their little quartet slowly getting smaller and smaller.
I'll fill my pillow with your hair.
And I'll... the fuck do you do with a blade? I know, lather up my blade with your blood? Something like that? That sounds way too dirty. Eat it. You watching, Delilah? Huh? You watching from up there in your pallet? I deserve that. I deserve that for getting real fucking cocky in the middle of enemy territory. I deserve that. Oh, now I'm gonna have to do the greenhouse again. Come on. Why don't these damn dog things have to come back?
Who's there?
Damn, call that a multi-kill. I got 5 enemies in one shot? Make that 6. But you came back, so I'm not sure if that one counts. Those dogs, man, they really freaking get ya.
Four hands sift. Huh? Where did you disappear?
Didn't disappear anywhere. I love how they never notice their quartet slowly gets quieter and quieter each and every time they do a revelation of it. And they just don't question it at all. You disgusting beasts of the void deserve to burn in hellfire. I mean, I'd be critical and not say I don't, but honestly, at least I've done more with my powers than you have. What? Getting angry? You're the only one left? Where would you go? Damn dangerous. I love it. I don't know why I didn't grab the gun before. I think I just wanted to try and do it in a bit more of a badass way, but I really don't care. Delilah's gonna die one way or another. I still love doing that, like, 5-person multi-kill. I could probably get all of them in one go if I was a bit quicker. Dunwall Tower. Truly and perfectly. You're home.
What's she working on?
Oh, I don't know what she's working on, but I know what you two are working on. Your deaths. Your death throws, your death screens, whatever. You know, if it involves death, you're working on it. Hey, what do you have to say about all this?
There are cracks in the world from the outsider's birth, and we draw from these fractures. Can you feel them?
Probably.
If Delilah's in the throne room, I can use the elevator to reach her.
Normally, yes. Following the Abbey's pathetic assaults, I want the power shut off in the security room, and I want this rickety old contraption locked. No more supplicants from the city writing out to beg for my grace. Come to my throne room only if need is dire, and woe be to anyone from the outside the coven who disturbs me while I'm painting. The overseers will probably the last of our significant enemies. Now they're beaten. I just trust you can handle anyone else who comes along.
I'll have to reach the security room to restore electricity to the tower and get the elevator working.
What, so you think they could have handled me? Yeah, right. As if. Whoa. I'm pretty sure when I played as Emily, this was a lot different. It was, a lot less death.
The High Overseer.
So here we are, where my dear, lying half-sister Jessamine and I played as children. Where she first opened her bedchambers to you, then gave birth to your daughter. Where you let Dowd murder sweet Jessamine. The place that ruined both our lives.
You have a twisted view of the world, and I have no idea whether you're telling the truth or not. But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, at this point it really doesn't. After all you've done, there's not much redemption left for you. Surprisingly enough, out of everything in this freaking room, your bed is actually still immaculate. Which I'm sure is how you left it, all things considered. What did you ever do in here, if I'm being honest? Actually, maybe I don't want that question answered. You ruined my joke. Okay, I'm gonna get a second try then. Either way, I was gonna make a joke saying like 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, whatever. You know, a countdown and then have them all drop, but I just can't. I'm getting tired of this.
Send him back.
Getting tired of this foolishness. Seriously, I really am. I don't care if there's more bullet holes in the walls for everyone to fix. They'll get fixed, one way or another. You ruined my jokes, you know that?
Okay, the machine has detected something. Playback indicates criminal profile. Entering the
Fucking dog. It's always the dog. Head up. All these extra necessary debts. I just want the head of the Empress, for Christ's sakes. How hard is that? You done? 'Cause I'm getting real tired of this. Your little tricks were funny before. Hey, Delilah.
So here we are, where my dear, lying half-sister Jessamine and I played as children. Where she first opened her bedchambers to you, then gave birth to your daughter.
She says something different this time. Hold on. That was easy.
We are part of a very small group. Almost the last of Jessamine's circle. And we've both been marked by the black-eyed bastard. What do you think? Do you ever get cold at night, Lord Protector?
I know what it means to give up all hope of gaining justice cleanly. You pass a point, and then you take what you need. But you shouldn't have taken from me, Delilah.
Interesting. So he does have different dialogue if you fully listen to everything. Curious. I mean, Corvo's not wrong. Like, that's a thing. At the end of the day, in a world like this, everyone eventually turns into a thief in some way or another, taking something from someone. Very few can avoid it. But it just kind of depends who you steal from. And she chose poorly with who she stole from. She stole from Corvo Atano, Royal Protector, and one of the few who were marked by the Outsider. Fucking dog!
Why is there a tree in the middle of the chapel?
Oh yeah, why is there? It's the first time you pointed out something odd. Most times you're a rather quiet man. Bending the energies of the void was tricky, but I managed to corrupt runes of bone for my great painting. I've got all the ingredients ready in the chapel: dried kelp and algae from the moats, flowers from the greenhouse, ground to dust and made into pigment, human bones infused within fluids of terror and regret. Mustering patience, I will continue painting until the final rune is ready to affix to the throne. My throne. But harmony must be maintained between corruption of the runes and the pure counterparts. Too corrupted aligned with to the purest, if the harmony is not observed, magic of painting will get twisted around and fail, and turning against me.
Delilah's new painting sounds dangerous, but I might be able to sabotage it.
Possibly. We're not going down that route, though.
It worked. I painted the chapel, but added a tree to the painting. After arranging the runes across the chair, both pure and corrupted, I was able to transpose the chapel made of paint with the one made of stone. With more runes, I should be able to do the same to all the Empire. This will be my greatest undertaking, transposing my painting. The world as it should be, with this wretched dung heap we're all born into. At last, all will be made proper and good.
Huh. That's a problem. It can be undone,
With more
right?
corrupt runes, maybe I could turn Delilah's painting against her.
Don't really care about turning it against her. We're just gonna kill. Like, we have her soul and we're ready to turn it all. We're ready to turn her soul and everything else against her. God.
Shut it down. Combat protocol.
Yeah, the other one didn't hear. Never mind.
With the power on, I can take the elevator to the throne room.
Indeed.
Grace on the air, sister. Could this be our miss? I'll see you in the court. I'll grind your skull into a very fine powder
Swear to
and
God,
drink
if
it
this
with
puts
tea.
me back to the point before I threw the whiskey, I'm gonna be pissy. Oh, thank God.
Sister.
You two piss me off.
I'll be down. Time to.
Time to come face to face with the queen bitch herself. That's really the best you had? Up to the rooftops. Over to the rooftops. Dick, dick, dick. I don't really care much about letting her live or runes of power. I just want to drive my sword through the heart of the bitch that took Emily. And set me on this maddening journey across the Isles. I'll admit, I've loved being back in Dishonored, but fuck's sakes. Clockwork Mansion and the freaking time level cracking a slab. Oh, they give me such headaches to figure out. It's so nice to just throw all caution to the wind and just kill all who stand between me and what I want. None can survive.
And die at my hands.
Good luck with that one. You want to oppose me? No? No? Too bad. Delilah. Hello.
What has Delilah done to the throne?
Not quite sure.
Here in my tower. So now I will complete my great painting. I will make the world as it should be.
Is that
and
right?
there's no place in it for you. Long live Delilah Caldwin, first of her reign.
Damn it.
But that doesn't impress me.
Hearts. Have at ya.
Lord Corvo, you've brought me back my spirit. Follow me, dear Corvo, and see how I will reshape all things.
See your end. Corvo, that's a problem. Really? You run off into the outsider's dimension? Coward. Oh no. Well, guess it's time to end this. I am not as prepared as I hoped to be. Fuck. Here we go. The world as it should be.
Replace all the world with this.
Apparently so. Fuck. That's a problem. Like that rethinking thing. There are multiple solutions to all obstacles. No, there's one solution for me. Just run my head at the wall until eventually it works. I know you're hiding up here, Delilah. You coward. Can't even face me yourself. Have to hide behind your clones, huh? Hey, Delilah. There we go. Got her. How's it feel, you bitch?
You never should have threatened my daughter, Delilah.
Never. I hope your soul rots forevermore in the void. So Emily should come back, right? Right? With Delilah dead, there's nothing left to power her magic. So she should be okay, right?
Emily.
There we go.
Father, what happened?
Take it easy. I'll explain everything.
And that is that. Killed a lot of people. Don't really care. Achievement, the Royal Protector. Finish the game with the Corvo Otano. Any other achievements? Number 1, the greatest gift. Save your last known family member. Ooh, could you not save her? Huh. Is that it? Apparently so. Achievement.
And so the Duke
During
fell,
chaos.
and in his place arose a figure from the underworld. Paolo had come into the world with nothing, but was determined to leave it a very rich man. Sometimes power shouts, and sometimes it whispers. In Dunwall, with the death of Delilah Copperspoon, her coven lost its power and was smashed. Their disastrous coup brought to an end. the rightful empress once again seized her throne. And so it was that Emily the Vengeful rooted out the last of those who had betrayed her and ruled over her empire with her legendary father, Corvo Atano, standing by her side.
Not quite sure how I feel about
In
that
his
one.
day, Anton Sokolov lit the fires of industry, starting a great consuming blaze at the heart of the empire. He saw his machines used for war and oppression, watching the powerful crush those beneath them. Leaving Dunwall for the last time, he turned to the cold north, his energy spent at last, only an echo of the man he'd aspired to be. There are things that never change, no matter how hard you try. Questions you must answer. As Megan Foster faded from the world, Billy Lurk stepped from her shadow, setting out to discover her truest self, and seeking the closest thing she'd ever known to family.
Thanks. See, the thing is, when I set out on this journey, I never quite said that it would be a good journey. When I set out, I even said it. Corvo is vengeful, angry. He lost Jasmine 15 years ago, and now his daughter's been put in threat, his kingdom ripped from him. There was just, like, Corvo was angry, and despite his anger being directed in a smart way, that doesn't mean he's not angry. That doesn't mean he cares much about anyone else. Like the Outsider said, would we have lifted a finger if Emily wasn't in danger? I never said it was a good story or a good outcome. Do I feel bad? Yeah, but that wasn't what I was going for. Corvo killed if he needed to up until the end when he just didn't care anymore. When he was so close to Emily that he could smell her on the wind, that he was ready to just go and kill whoever stood between him and his daughter once more. I've always seen Corvo as the kind of chaotic side of the duo. Emily apparently inherited some of that more chaotic nature, but I didn't quite know that one. I love having played this game again. And honestly, yeah, I love having gotten to play this game again and all that. It's a great game. It's a great game. It's a great series. Anything made by Arcane. Friggin' Deathloop, a game that greatly caught my interest, but I haven't been able to play quite yet, was made by Arcane Studios. 'Cause of fucking course it is. Everything they make, like, they don't make games often. They don't. I think they made 5 games since their creation. But every single one has been amazing. Prey, Dishonored, Dishonored 2, all the Dishonored DLCs from what I've heard, and Deathloop. All of them amazing. All of them great. And all of them just have this feel of there's just so many ways you can do things. So many things you can change, actions here or there that have very little consequence in one moment, but in the next level could have such great consequences that it could allow you to see something that you've never seen before. And it's just insane. I mean, hell, look at the level with the timepiece. By the way, just for anyone curious, I'm gonna talk for a bit. I have no clue how long it's gonna be. I never do. But I always talk at the end of these series a little bit, for those that are interested. But look at the timepiece. That, in that level, A Crack in the Slab, there was 4 different versions of the same level loaded at any given time, give or take? Because think about it, there was the one you came in, there was the original one you could slip into, and then there was the one you could change it to by knocking him out. And no, only 3 levels. I feel like there was a 4th. Maybe theoretically a 4th. Maybe I realized there was theoretically a 4th if you killed him instead of save him. You know, he's not part of the ritual, but he doesn't survive afterwards. Like, kill him instead of save him from the ritual and knock him out. I don't know. Either way, it's something else, this game. Something else entirely. I'm gonna miss this game. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It really was. It's fun to be back as Corvo and just raise some hell for a little bit. You know, the only other time I've been able to do that is when playing Doom, and yeah. I'm not willing to dive into that hell again just yet in the Ancient Gods DLC. Oh god. I mean, I feel like it would be... Oh, no, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna finish that sentence because I know that will come back to bite me when I do play the DLC. But, anyways, right now, I'm gonna end this series of Dishonored 2 off here. If you want to check out Dishonored 2 this run, then you can check that out in the playlist in the description or on the end screen at the very end. As well, I have played Dishonored and a previous playthrough of Dishonored 2 as Emily Caldwin, though I will say they are much older series. You know, thumbnails and commentary aren't quite what they are nowadays, but you know what? I've seen a few of the older ones when working on projects, and they're not terrible. They're not terrible. Of course, some bits and pieces are, but they have their qualities. They have impressions of what I eventually became, of what I am now. You know, so if you enjoyed this, you might enjoy those. They're fun. You get a different perspective on this game and a completely fresh perspective on the other game. Though I may at some point or another play Dishonored. Pretty sure I played that game in high chaos. Wonder what an entire sneak run would be on that game. Either way, for right now, I'm gonna end this series of Dishonored 2 off here. I already said that. If you enjoyed, think about leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Anything about checking out the playlist, as I said. Other than that, be good, be well, and I'll see all of you in the next series, whatever the hell that's gonna be. Goodbye.